It's a legend that's lived on for years and one the co-founders of the Northern Minnesota Bigfoot Society say is alive and living here in greater Minnesota. Take a look.
I'm a skeptic of Bigfoot because, like I said, I've trapped this whole area.
Longtime trapper William Tucker's anything but a believer.
And, we never ever did see any Bigfoot tracks or see Bigfoot anywhere.
But just miles away, mind-boggling footprints were found. What could have caused those?
That's a good question. I really don't know.
6 Mile Lake Road where the famous tracks were seen.
Each track a bit different pressures, different depths.
Walked right along the side of the road.
Eliminating the possibility of some sort of stamp.
We cast these separate from each other. We didn't know that we were casting these.
It's just one of the things the co-founders of the Northern Minnesota Bigfoot Society say confirms the fact he's out there.
110% convinced that it exists. There's just too much evidence, too many people's emotions showing when they recount their stories. One lady, she cries when she recounts her story of how this thing stood up and looked at her. She felt that it looked into her soul.
Since 2006, Bob Olson and Don Sherman have received about 75 reports of similar Bigfoot sightings in northern Minnesota, some of which have been captured on camera.
I did a comparison of this, the Reamer Bigfoot, and I took a picture of Bob Olson.
Most recent in Reamer, though to some this image may look like a man in a suit, a comparison with 6-foot 5-inch Bob Olson showed this man would have had to have been at least 7 feet tall.
The tips of the fingers are actually close to the knee here on the creature, and my hand ends well above the knee.
Wood knocking. Bob and Don say it's just one more way Bigfoot makes his presence known.
Here, Carey Lake, 5-knock response, and then a 1-knock response. This was in Carey Lake, Minnesota, when we got actually a 5-knock response to the Bigfoot creature.
Well, what about bones? One KSAX reader says, I believe Bigfoot is 100% real, as are a lot of the other creatures of cryptozoology. But I believe in their true form. They are spiritual creatures that manifest in flesh as they so desire. That's why we will never find bones or other such evidence of them. On the other side of the coin, Bob says giant bones belonging to humanoid creatures were found in the late 1800s, stretching 10 to 12 feet.
A creature that was frozen in a block of ice, and as to how it died and where it died, there's numerous stories, but supposedly this was killed in Minnesota.
Branches plucked straight out of trees, strange-looking shelters, and stickmen toward another Bigfoot of humans in the area.
There's stuff that just doesn't go away. There's got to be something to it. And the evidence just keeps mounting up.
For some Bena residents, the legend of Bigfoot is far from a tall tale.
I never seen it. Well, like I said, I believe in it.
I don't know what to say, Megan, except I believe in it, and that's the way it'll be.
And so the hunt for Bigfoot continues. Bob and Don say if you've seen, heard, or had some kind of Bigfoot encounter, they'd love to hear from you. You can reach them at 218-308-1451. That number is also listed on our website. That's KSAX.com.